It does. Seeing the cycle of violence, death, and revenge continue in this episode is killing me. The only thing that I'm hanging on to that is allowing me to hang on to this show right now. I mean, good, decent show, but the emotional aspect of it is killing me. And I'm hanging on to Joel. I'm hanging on to the flashbacks with Joel because we saw one at the end of the episode, and I'm assuming the next episode is going to be an episode of flashbacks because the preview leads me to believe that. Can we have a whole third season of just flashbacks? Please? Can we please have some good things in this show? Can we please have some happiness? Hello everyone, my name is Joe. Welcome back to the channel of Delusional Theories, where I review all of your favorite TV shows. If you want to support me in the work that I do here, you can like, comment, subscribe, join the membership on YouTube, or join me on Patreon, where I'm reviewing Your Friends and Neighbors, and soon to start some reality TV, perhaps, maybe. That'll be interesting. Anyway, baby girl Ellie finally finds baby girl from Sabrina, whose name I can't remember, and I hated it. I mean, I didn't hate the writing and the way it played out. The show is good. I hated the fact that, because it's the choice that Ellie makes, isn't it? And it's the goddamn continuation of the goddamn cycle of violence and revenge. And it's the choice that she makes, because baby girl Dina and baby girl her boo, whose name I can't remember, just ran to the theater because Dina was shot with an arrow. She was shot with an arrow? Like, while they are in the middle of nowhere, well, it's not nowhere, but they're alone with no help, they probably have no medicine with them, they have no doctors to take care of her, and who knows what's on that arrow? Who knows if it is poisonous or something? And instead of running to her and going to check up on Dina, making sure that, I don't know, maybe Tommy is there as well. I know that they were going to rendezvous in the morning or something, but I don't know, maybe he is there. She had the choice right in front of her. She had the choice of running back to base camp, to the theater, to check up on her girl and her baby potentially, and she still chose to run after the revenge. I hated it. It broke my soul, like right here in my heart. Here. I guess this is going to be one of those days when I'm delusional and insane. Instead of going to check up on Dina, she went for the revenge and she chased the girl down into the goddamn spore-infected basement. And the second that Ellie picked up that pipe, she lived long enough to see herself become the villain. She did, because she's doing the exact same thing that Abby did. She's doing the same thing because, I mean, does it justify it? Does it? Does it justify her not even taking revenge on the people who hurt Joel? It's just the fact that she is becoming like them. Does it justify it? Would Joel want that? Really, Ellie? Would he want that? And this is the thing that scares me the most about this show. It's not even the goddamn infected, and I will get to it because I have so many questions about this goddamn infected and how in the world these people are going to, they're not. I'm gonna get there. But that's the thing that haunts me the most about this show. It's a post-apocalyptic church. It's a post-apocalyptic show in the world, not just post-apocalyptic, in a very anarchist world. You know, everyone does what they want. Some little groups form here and there, and that's how they keep order. The mindsets, the way that their thinking patterns, the way that they see the world is so completely altered from what we know. It's insane. Like, this is what scares me the most. It's not the infected. It's really the fact that even when people don't die to the infected, even when people aren't lost to the infected, they are lost to this stupid ass, toxic ass mindset of revenging your lost ones. Like, when Dina, I really thought Dina was going to be like, Ellie, you're not going to get anything through the revenge. Like, it's not going to get better. You're just going to, continue the chain. You're just going to set another group of people on a journey of revenge against yourself. This is what I thought Dina was going to tell Ellie. But no, baby girl Dina agrees with Ellie. Baby girl Dina has done it before. She found her family dead and she went out. Oh, she was 8 years old. 8 years old. And she went out and she killed the asshole who killed her family. It's in all of them. This idea that seeking revenge is justified because they don't have the world order of governments and politics and laws that just seek out justice instead of revenge. This is what scares me the most, is this mindset that people have where it's okay, not just okay, expected to use all of your anger from your loss and use it on someone else and get revenge on someone else. Insane. I understand what the creator is saying, and how it applies to other contexts apart from the one that inspired this. But it just makes me even more afraid for the future of our world, because things are going to shit in a way that I don't think anyone is going to be able to predict how fast and how bad things are gonna get. I'm so scared. Anyway, let's distract ourselves with TV. This thing of Ellie continuing the cycle of revenge and violence and whatever reminded me of a TV show, god damn it, my mind is insane today, of a film that I love. I only watched it once because it's one of those kinds of films that you love them, like you can't help but love them, but they're very hard to watch, like Grave of the Fireflies. Do not watch that film. It's going to break, that film is going to break your heart in a way that you won't even be able to cry. That's how heartbroken you're going to be. But this one, I don't even remember the name of the film, okay? It's a film with Elliot Page and another actress. And they are two sisters in a world where electricity went out and never came back on. Like, the whole world is without electricity. Over the course of months, it falls into anarchy and everyone is, out to protect themselves. And these two sisters, they are holed up in their house where they used to live with their father, but they're there alone. And at one point, after the world has kind of fallen into some sort of anarchy of everyone for himself, these two girls are at the house alone. The one played by Elliot Page is in the woods, and the other one is cutting wood, and a neighbor drives by. There's no police, there's no order anymore. This neighbor takes advantage of the situation and he essays the sister that is cutting wood. And because of how the world is, she doesn't have a choice. Because she gets pregnant and she has to have the baby. And these two sisters eventually just decide, because they can't survive in the wilderness, they just decide to walk into the forest and never come back. After everything they went through, I think their father dies in the process or something. After everything they went through, they didn't go back into society. They didn't want to seek reparations, revenge for anything. They just walked into the woods. They left everything behind and they never came back. And this is what I want for Ellie and Dina. Just walk away. Just walk away. Go get yourself a life. Raise the baby. And just leave all of that bullshit behind. But of course, that's not what I'm gonna get. Of course, because this is The Last of Us. Of course, I'm gonna get pain and suffering. Of course. And going back to the moment where Ellie is looking down on the girl from Sabrina, whose name I'm so sorry, I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the character in The Last of Us. I can't remember the name of the character in Sabrina. I just remember her face. And she's looking down on her and she tells her, oh, you know why we went after Joel? Because he killed all those people, including Abby's dad. And Ellie's just like, yeah, I know. Who cares? And I mean, she was very upset in the previews, and she's going to be very upset in the next episode in the flashbacks. But right now, she's like, yeah, I know, bitch. And I just don't know that Ellie is thinking about all the consequences of this, because she was feeling very high and mighty when she was looking down on the other girl, and she was like, yeah, I'm immune. You can cough your way to death. I'm gonna be fine. But I mean, how the hell is Ellie going to get out? Because they're barricading the corridor right now. So how is she going to get out? Surely she's going to have to find a way. And she's going to let out all of the pores with her. Like the infection that is growing in the basement of this hospital, wherever she gets out through, is going to let the spores out with her. And what then? What happens when the entire infection that now is spread through the air, what happens when it infects the whole world and she's the only person immune and left alive? This is how it's going to end, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know anything about the game. I don't know anything about the story. I just know what I watch on a TV show. And I mean, this is what I've been worrying. I know I understand the drama of the show is about Ellie and Joel. I understand. It's about like these very intense, important relationships in a very messed up world. I understand. However, you kind of have to think about it. How in the world can they defeat they can't. They can't defeat the infected. They can't because not only is it now airborne, and can easily spread because, I mean, if it is in the basement of that one hospital, surely it is in the basement of many other places. So not only is it airborne now, but the infected are smart. The infected are smart. I mean, Ellie and Dina are actually, experienced in taking out some of them, and they were going to die. I mean, not Ellie. Maybe Ellie if they, ate her enough that she couldn't survive anymore. But I mean, how? How in the world could the dwindling human population defeat them? Like, this is what I'm thinking when I'm watching the show. What's the end game? How is it going to end? There's like, how? They can never defeat them. What, like, slowly, bit by bit, the infection is going to get everyone, apart from Ellie. Is this how it ends? Is this like the demise of humanity? And then Ellie is like the last standing survivor. Is this how it ends? No, I don't need to know. Don't spoil me. Maybe they don't even address it in the game yet. Maybe no one knows. But I don't see... This is also the thing that annoys me. Like, how many human factions are there in this goddamn world? How many human factions are there and they are not uniting against the infected? They're all just fighting amongst themselves. Like, if the creator of this game pulled a Game of Thrones little spin on the climate change, the zombies are meant to signify the end of the human race, and instead of humanity banding together to fight this very big threat, they are just fighting each other and killing each other even faster. Well, like, I need to know your theories. Despite what may happen in the game and the spoilers that you might have with you, I need to know theories. I need to know because I know in shows like The Walking Dead, there are a lot of theories about The Walking Dead. There are a lot of theories about the zombies. And I remember, like, in the heyday, I remember there being a theory about how over time the zombies in that TV show kind of decompose. And like the further you go in time, the easier it is to kill them because they just become, bones, or like bones with some meat on them. They just become like rotten flesh. Like, the only evolution we've seen of this goddamn infected is them getting stronger and smarter. How in the world are they going to defeat them? Maybe that's not even explored in the show, but I mean, I want it to be explored. I want to know if the ending is Ellie standing alone in the world as the lone survivor, and the only way she has to, go out is either to off herself or let herself be consumed by the infected. I want to see that. I hope they like broadcast it on live TV in every channel in the world so that we know our future. Man. The fact that the uber rich are just building bunkers for themselves when the climate crisis really comes to destroy the planet so that they can live through the apocalypse and let all the other poor people like us die. Insane. When I hear stories like that, like the plan the rich have is to, survive the climate crisis and then rebuild, I think, who the hell is going to rebuild? You killed all the workers. Who is going to rebuild your planet? But anyway, that's my review of The Last of Us. For the one person in my last episode who asked for me to re-upload the video with the Portuguese politics, I will not, because I will be here for hours. However, some people have already started voting in the anticipated vote. I don't know how to translate it. Some people can vote beforehand, but the elections are next Sunday. I will update you next week how it went. I have absolutely zero hopes for a good result because right now the biggest political parties, apart from one really big political party, most of them, the biggest ones are from the right. So that's the bullshit we're facing. And the indoctrination at this point is so big that I keep hearing people just mimicking certain political commentators and certain things on the news because everyone is just mimicking the same opinions and they don't even take time to actually reflect on them, to actually ascertain if they are the truth or just exaggerated things. And it's just very desperating, tiring, I guess. So we'll see what happens in the next elections. I will absolutely update you. And even though I'm going to vote left, I'm going to vote for one of the small parties, as I always have to do. I'm quite positive that the right-wing political party is going to win, the center right-wing political party. But anyway, I'll let you know how it turns out. I have no hopes for a good result, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you back here next week for The Last of Us and many more times this week for everything else. Again, if you want to support me and the work that I do here, leave me a like, comment, share the video around to your friends and neighbors. And join my membership on YouTube if you want to support me, or join my Patreon. Oh my god, I was meditating there. But yeah, that's it for me today. See you. Bye guys.